talk about relationships. Relationships for me is a huge part of my life. Relationships in my life are something I've always prioritized in different ways. So relationships number one is I've been pinned at one point in my life as a serial monogamist. So yes, I've been in multiple relationships very quickly, whatever. But I think that also speaks to how much I invest in my relationships and how I am very picky on who I get into relationships with. Another relationship that I prioritize in my life is my family. So as you guys know, I'm very close with my family. I work with my family, but it's always been that way. You know, I've never had that phase in my life of a struggle of, not getting along with my family or not seeing my family. It's just not something that I have ever been through or not something that's ever been an option for me. And then the third is going to be relationships in business, which I really like this one because I feel like it's been very transformative in my business career. Customer, and that's the only relationship that we have, but it's transformatively changed my view on relationships because I dig way deeper into my customers and my colleagues, because I've learned that digging deeper into who they are and investing in who they are, not only as a profession and who they are, but as their social life too, because there's a story that I think is really funny, but I would make these random TikToks, on TikTok, you're just bullshit, and do funny stuff. And I was in a meeting with somebody in a boardroom, a high executive at a hospital. And at the end of the meeting, she said something about my TikTok. And at first I was like, oh shit, what did she see on my TikTok? And she's like, it's just so funny. I think you're so funny on there and I love seeing your TikToks come up. And I thought that was great because it's a true experience of how we are all individuals outside of the boardroom. And it's cool to see people that are like, oh, hey, cool, cool TikTok, and getting to know who I am outside of the boardroom, and that, yes, I have a personal life. And yes, I'm freaking hilarious. People do business for, person to person, or it's people to people. It's not B2C. It's not, B2B. It's P2P. It's person to person. When I choose to work with businesses or people, a lot of the decision has to do with if I like the person and if we vibe, So that's one thing that I definitely prioritize, is building relationships with my customers and building relationships outside of the boardroom, if you want to say that. And just getting to know who they are. I want to know about your family. I want to know about, what you like to do on the weekend. And I want you to ask that about me, because if we don't ask that and we don't invest into the people that we do business with, it becomes very stale. And that relationship to me is not something that's going to be successful long term. Another thing that I really prioritize is my relationship with my friends. My friend circle is very small, but I know how important it is to have those people outside of your family, outside of your relationship with your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other. Having those people to reach out to when you need something, or I prioritize my social life with them and going out and making an effort to get drinks with them, attend a happy hour with them, and talk about what our lives are, what we're doing in our lives, what we're currently going through, and just kind of lean on each other for that time. There was a time in my life where I didn't prioritize that, and I isolated myself away from my friends, and that was wasn't a good decision for myself, because at the end of the day, I didn't have much. I didn't have those people to reach out to. I didn't have that outlet of that social life with people who weren't my significant other or my family. So that'll be, something that I'll dive a little bit deeper into in another video. But the last thing I prioritize in relationships is going to be the relationship that I have with my significant other, my fiance. At the end of each day, he is the person that I am going to come home to. He's the person that always has my back. He's the person that I spill so much of my love into. I truly believe that, especially as an entrepreneur, we sometimes, forget to prioritize people in our lives, like our significant other, because we get so wrapped up in our own business. And I've done that before. I put that person on the back burner. But keeping those people as priorities in your life is so important, because when your business is doing shitty, or if you are having a shitty day, with your business, that person is the person who you come home to. Again, like, they are your rock. So prioritizing time with my fiance and doing, being just us together outside of work, and putting my phone away, not talking about work with them, is something that I've learned to really do. And it's definitely made my relationship with, Jason, my significant other, much stronger, because, it's just him and I. And when it's just him and I, I'm not thinking about anything else, because again, I'm prioritizing that relationship. That'll be another video too, but again, I just wanted to come on here, talk about the 3 relationships in my life that I prioritize: my family, the business relationships, and then of course, Jason, my fiance, as well. So thanks for tuning in, and can't wait to share more.